Hi, Nancy Alexander of Ladybug Wreaths and PassionIntoProfits.com. In Ladybug Wreaths, I sell exclusive, one-of-a-kind door wreaths, film instructional DVDs, downloadable videos, and I write ebooks. My best-selling ebook is The Secret Vendor List, which has blown me away by becoming a bestseller. My partner Linda Joseph and I started PassionIntoProfits.com, our new coaching site. We hold workshops in my home studio here and offer online coaching classes for artisans who want to learn to sell on the internet. If you want to film and sell your stuff online like I do, my 5 tips on how to film a video with a flip camera will certainly help you. These 5 tips are camera, microphone, lighting, background, and teleprompter. Videos are a very important part of my business. And if you want to start an online business, they will be an important part of yours too. As a matter of fact, my views on YouTube just flew past 1,117,000. I know, I can't believe it. I used to pay well over $1,000 to have a video crew come into my studio, bring 3 cameras and a lot of fancy lighting to film my videos. The very first one that I filmed, I wrote everything on 20 pieces of poster paper, thinking that I could read it. Well, after about 30 takes and a lot of laughing and them saying my eyes were moving back and forth too much, I begged for one more chance to try to read without moving my eyes. Well, of course I couldn't. That was hilarious. My employee took the boards away. She gave me a blank wreath, the flowers and ribbons that I needed to film my instructional video, and I did not stop talking for the next 2 hours. Things are different now here at Ladybug Wreaths because we film our own videos. And I want to go through the 5 tips which can make this process very easy for you, because it has for me. Number 1 is the camera. Mine is a Kodak ZI-8 flip camera. I love it. The price was $300 on Amazon several years ago. I use the camera software to render, edit, and put my videos right onto YouTube. It is so simple, anyone can do it. And my camera is attached to a very nice tripod that I paid $25 for at a yard sale. Number 2 is the microphone. In the beginning, I used a corded lavalier mic, $39 from Radio Shack. I purchased an extra 50-foot cord, which worked great. I still use it when I film on location, as I do quite often when I'm updating my secret vendor list. Recently, I purchased a wireless mic that I really like. But here are a few things you need to remember if you have a wireless mic. It is important to plug the receiver into your camera. It is also important to make sure you put a battery in the battery pack that attaches to your belt. And it's very important to remember to turn on the battery pack after you put the battery in it. Oh, and one more thing. If you have to excuse yourself to go to the restroom, turn your mic off. I have made every single one of these mistakes, so I hope you won't have to. Number 3 on my list is lighting. I have found what works best for me here in my studio. But you may need something a little different. You may need to experiment a little bit. I have overhead fluorescent lights and 2 big windows on the end of my studio. But still, more lighting is needed, day or night. I didn't want to spend a fortune on expensive, fancy lighting, so this is what I did. I use an old clip-on aluminum work light, costs $7.95. I clip it onto the top of one of my wreath-making easels, and it points at my face with a 75-watt bulb. It's not too bright that way. I also use a double spotlight up on a stand, and each spotlight has 500-watt bulbs. Since these are bright I point them at the ceiling, bouncing the light back down on me without too much glare. Number 4 is the background. It's usually better to have a clean, uncluttered background. And I know you're seeing a tree on the wall behind me and some flowers. But since this is a floral design studio, I needed a little pizzazz. I glued a tree to my wall out of burlap. I added some leaves and some berries for a little color. It works great for my needs without being too distracting. And last but not least is number 5, is my teleprompter. Up until now, my teleprompter has been my husband, Steve. I printed everything I wanted to say on pieces of paper in a very large font. He held them like this, right underneath the camera lens, and would slide them off as I was talking, not knowing exactly where I was. We've made a lot of mistakes and we've had a lot of laughs doing this. But now I want to tell you about my newly discovered teleprompter, which I just love. My hubby's in a band, so I raise his music stand up to the correct height. I sit my laptop on it with a free teleprompter program running. I can see my script very easily if necessary. And believe me, this works the best by far. There are a few other things that help me when I'm filming. I put a yellow stick-it note on the door saying recording. I unplug the refrigerator. I take the battery out of the bird clock, which chirps on the hour and half hour. I take my phone off the hook and I put my cell phone on vibrate. And then I hope that UPS doesn't come barreling in my door with a delivery because he never looks at my sticky notes. Well, I certainly hope my 5 recording tips help you in growing your business, just as they have made such a big difference in mine. So I'll see you next time. Bye.